Hey there, restaurant pros. David Scott Peters here, creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula and your coach. I've been coaching restaurant owners since 2003, and I've been preaching the importance of having a budget the whole time. In fact, I can tell you your budget is critical to your restaurant success, or at least if you don't want to depend on dumbass luck for your success. So what has been stopping you? Why does the thought of creating a restaurant budget make your skin crawl? Let me shed some light on the dreaded restaurant budget and why independent operators never have one. Hey, before I go into that, if you like tips and tricks like this, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, oh yeah, that bell, so you're notified when my next videos come out. And for more tips and tricks like these and restaurant owner success stories, make sure you tune into my podcast, Restaurant Prosperity Formula, found on all your favorite podcasting services. I've heard them all. All the excuses of why independent restaurant operators give as their reasons for not doing a budget. Let's go through the top 6 in my brain. Number 1, my favorite, I don't have time. Boo frickin' who, you gotta be kidding me. You're in the toughest business I know. Instead of focusing on saving $15 an hour and flipping a burger yourself, be an owner. Work on budgets, marketing, leading your team, developing your managers, holding them accountable. That's what you're supposed to do. And notice the number 1 thing is budget. Number 2, I don't understand the numbers. That's not an excuse. Maybe your chart of accounts isn't set up properly and you need to change it so that you can read those numbers, understand your numbers. In fact, I teach people that you tell your accountant what your chart of accounts looks like and what numbers goes in them so that you know your numbers. Number 3, I don't need one. Right? You gotta be kidding me. How do you know what success looks like? Like, are you just gonna use industry averages? You've got to be kidding me. You don't need one. Name a successful business that doesn't operate on one unless it's just dumbass luck, and it happens. You may have been successful this whole time, but then we had COVID hit and it robbed you of all your money. And now for the first time in your life, you're going, oh shit, I need to make a change. Well, how do you make a change without a budget? It's your proactive plan for success. Number 4, I have a budget. I created it when I opened my restaurant 10 years ago. Oh my God, that's laughable, right? Most restaurant owners say, yeah, I have a budget. I had a budget when I asked for money. Well, that's 10 years old. Even if it's 1 year old or 3 months old, it's old. See, you've got to be updating that plan for success every single month because I got news for you. You're never going to hit your budget, but you are going to be able to see what systems you need to put in place to change your reality. Number 5. I know what I need to do in sales to break even. What the hell does break even have to do with making money? See, I'll put money out there that you don't know what your break even point is. You just kind of have a general idea of what you've got to do in sales before you've covered all your expenses, but that can change. If your managers start bleeding labor because they're not paying attention, that break-even point creeps up really, really quick. If you are not looking at portion controls and preventing theft and stop dumbass mistakes on a daily basis using a waste tracker, well, you can all of a sudden see your cost of goods sold creep up. Next thing you know, your break-even point where you thought it was, you've become less efficient every single day and it keeps going up. That's not how you plan for profitability. And finally, number 6, I'm following industry standards, right? I said that a little bit earlier, and it's one that makes me laugh. Hey, well, the National Restaurant Association says my food cost should be 34%. My labor cost should be 33%. Well, number 1, that's a 34, 33. That's a 67% prime cost. Heck, even if you used the old-fashioned numbers of a 65% prime cost, total cost of goods sold plus total labor costs, including taxes, benefits, insurance, the old industry experts used to say 65%. Well, I'm here to tell you if you do $850,000 a year or more in sales, gross sales, your prime cost target should be 55% or under. That's 10 points. So if all of a sudden you're doing $1 million a year in gross sales, or for every $1 million in gross sales you do a year, that's $100,000 in bottom line profitability, but that's at 65% prime cost. Going down to 55, you're at 67. And who said those were your numbers? What if you're a pizza pasta place and you're running a 34% food cost? You're patting yourself on the back thinking you're kicking ass, but your ideal food cost should be 24%. and running an actual 26%, which means you're losing thousands upon thousands of dollars every single month because you have the wrong damn targets. Do you understand? You could be a steakhouse and actually run a 38% food cost on purpose because of the ring of the register so high, the cash contribution so high, your labor cost is so low that you could still hit that 55% prime cost. But if all of a sudden you're trying to run on these industry averages, you're running off the wrong targets. Those are averages. Is your restaurant average? Are you on the same street corner, same price point, same style of service, same minimum wage, right? Same quality of product? No. What are averages good for? Nothing. So using these industry standards of your reason why you don't need a budget is ridiculous. So here's the deal. It's time to throw all those excuses aside. We, at my company, we create budgets for all of our restaurant transformation intensive members as a part of their 24-week initial journey into changing their mindset, their lives, and profitability. And to a person, once that budget is done, they finally understand why they're putting the work in of implementing all these systems. They feel empowered that they're going to take control of their future and ultimately understand their numbers and use them to make good business decisions each and every day. Stop letting excuses hold you back. Start working on your budget today. If you're tired of not being able to leave your restaurant because no one else knows how to run it, I want to make sure you know it doesn't have to be that way. You can leave your restaurant. It is possible to build a team of people who know how you want the restaurant to run. With these trained and responsible people in place, you can give yourself time away. What would you do if you had time away from your restaurant? Would you sleep better? Would your relationships improve? Would you feel more relaxed? These are all things you deserve to experience as a business owner. It's why we own our own businesses. If you would like to learn how to own a restaurant that doesn't depend on you to be successful, click the link in the description to watch a free training course that teaches you exactly what you have to do. Also, be sure to subscribe to get my weekly tips and watch these 2 videos to get more information and guidance for running a successful restaurant.